Hey guys, welcome to Raceface F4 Season 1 here at Laguna Seca. We've got two 20-minute races today. Moving on to one of my qualifying laps. I only got one, can't remember which one this was, but be that as that may. So turn one, we try to open it up as much as we can, compromise the first apex to really hit the second apex, get hard into the throttle, and then big commitment through this section. Dab of the brakes, get it in early on the throttle, nice and committed through there. Again, the same thing, keep loads of throttle on, keep it rotating, avoid some understeer here. Coming up to this section here, big understeer here if you don't get it properly loaded. In this case, we get it loaded, we managed to just about have enough track on the outside. And now moving into the more difficult part of the circuit here, we just tap the brake, commit it on the throttle, use all the track, and we run up the hill towards the corkscrew. Here we're going to be late on the brakes, managing the brake pressure as we come down the hill. Early on the throttle, we committed again through this section. Lots of commitment required, staying with lots of throttle on, up a gear and down a gear early in the throttle through here. And coming into the last turn, we're going to get down, hit that apex and get across the line. So we are going to move on to race one now. We didn't have a great qualifying. I think it was P19 or P20, something to that effect. But yeah, we're just about to get going.
Good luck.
Lights are on.
Okay, Jeff, stay calm, focus.
And away we go. It's going to be really busy, I think, these first couple of laps. So we're just going to try and keep it on the outside, give everybody lots of room, and just try and get through turn one nice and safe. Already there's carnage, cars everywhere, people are flying. We're just going to try to stay wide, leave as much space as we can. And we get through nice and safe. So now I just want to try to let the tires come in and get them up to temperature before having to really go after things. I was thinking definitely that people would make mistakes, so there's more than likely going to be some freebies. Have to leave the car on the inside some space, and we do that nicely. Now through here on cold tires is quite difficult. The front doesn't really grip, but we get okay grip. One car off the road, so we look like we're going to get a freebie. And we do, going into the corkscrew for the first time. We see cars everywhere again, lockups galore, cars off on the right hand side, but we managed to get through okay. Got a couple of cars. It looks like Bago and the Williams livery's got a bit of a slowdown. We send it up the inside, but have to back out. It's just not enough room there. Oh, and we get some contact from our teammate Vanna, actually. But no harm, no foul. So moving on now. We have one of the RDSA cars really slow. I think this was Luke Casey. So we get a bit of slipstream. We go around the outside, but he sends it up our inside. We have to leave him space and go wide. And because of that, we have to conceal and let him back through. We managed to do that nice and safe. And on we go. Now our focus is just to catch up to the Red Bull car up front, let Luke go. He's quicker than us anyway, so no big deal there. Get a lot of understeer, but we managed to gather it up just in time, and we carry on. Bago behind is not catching, so if you look in the virtual mirror, you'll see he's right there. So we're going to have quite a big battle on our hands, I think. Obviously very well known in the South African ACC scene. He is very good wheel to wheel, so it's going to be tricky for us.
All right, Jeff, don't let this guy distract you.
He's got a bit of a run. We got slightly defensive. We managed to defend the position on this case. He's not going to have the run into the final turn rather. So we hit that apex nice.
What a save!
unfortunately we get big snap of oversteer. We managed to gather it up, but this time Bagger should be through. He's right with us. We defend on the inside. He's making him go the long way around the outside. We're going to break as late as we can without locking up. We managed to get that inside line, and similar to before, we get a little bit of a snap back corner, but we managed to get through okay, and we carry on for another lap. Now the big tricky part's going to be pushing really hard, going flat out and trying to get it properly loaded and on entry here, because we know the understeer is there, and we get loads of understeer, and we're off. We're just trying to keep the car pointed in the same direction, try get back on the track as safely as possible. Cars are coming. We let one through, another one coming. We leave them space, but they take a line that's a bit too shallow off the track and lose the rear, unfortunately. And now going through the corkscrew again, we see an RDSA car making a mega rejoin on the inside. Yeah, I think mine wasn't as bad. The other one I thought was more dangerous, but mine was probably a little bit sketchy. But now we're moving on, and we are chasing down Yannaman in the blue car in front. This is a multi-lap battle, but I've just saved the best bits for you. So yeah, we are just trying to keep within that space. There's a little bit of dirt here, not a lot, but a little bit of dirt here when you're very close. So it's quite difficult to get moves done in these cars. Obviously, not a lot of power to work with as well. So at this point, my only real option here, especially with the track layout, is like, if I'm close enough turn one, but it's difficult to be close enough turn one. You really have to get a really good run out of the last turn to go there. But otherwise, I just need to force him into a mistake. And we get really close, but we don't touch. But now it's difficult because I can't send it through here. It's just not safe enough. So I have to back out of it and let him go, and hopefully get a run up the hill. And if he leaves me space on the entry to corkscrew, we could get something done. But he doesn't. Car in front actually locks up. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much be another lap, unless of course we can get that run out of the last turn down the back straight, and then down into turn one we can have a go. Just not close enough to send it into the last turn, which is an overtaking opportunity. Another little snapper, we managed to catch it.
That sausage curb on the last corner has nearly caught me like 4 times.
Coming into turn one, but just not close enough. Just not close enough, unfortunately. So we're going to have to be patient and wait for another opportunity.
I've never had a fucking good result at this track, eh? Not in ACC, not in fucking iRacing. Doesn't matter.
I won a couple of 6 Ferraris here. Like 2 on the bounce.
Managed to get it turned in nicely, good grip. And now we do really have a run now. So now we're just going to come out of the throttle early, get into the throttle early as well, and try and really send our run up the hill. So he goes a tiny bit wide as well, which helps. And we are now right under his gearbox. And we're going to go into the corkscrew, but just not close enough again. And we have to try again another time. Apologies for the birds, unfortunately, in the recording in the background. If you can hear that, apologies. So we're going to go into the last turn, not close enough for a move, but very close, trying to get a run now into turn one. And hopefully we can just get enough, just to get a little bit of overlap and get down that inside, and then force him to leave us some room. We are a little bit closer, but just not. He locks up though. He gives us a little bit of a look. We take a little look, but it's just not enough space. And he closes the door around the outside. Good racing there from Yannaman. And now we go back and we prep. We try to get really, really close as we take the run up to the left-hander before the hill, to really get that run up the hill, and hopefully we just get that little bit of room that we need to make it stick in the inside of the corkscrew. But we'll see how this plays out. him again. We've got a slightly better run this time, I think, and we're getting closer and closer and closer, and we're really closer than we've been before. And we send it from miles back, and just too far back, and yeah, we have contact with his left rear. Completely on me. I did message the gentleman afterwards just to apologize. Yeah, I just think got to be a bit more patient, got to just keep going, and unfortunately if he doesn't make a mistake, he doesn't make a mistake. But I don't really like the fact that I made a move like that, but disappointed in myself on that one. And then yeah, that's gonna pretty much be the action for the race. So we're just coming over the line now for the last lap. I think it was P12.
Slow down,
21.
Guys,
Swiftly moving on to race 2, and we are green and we're going. Same thing again, we're expecting a lot of carnage. We're going to stay really wide on the entry to turn 1, leave all the space on the inside, and just try and get through and get going again. We leave a lot of space, and we've been hit and we're over, and we're over rolling. And yeah, we just got reset back to pits straight away. So we're gonna have a little look here. As we come down, like again, we're just leaving as much room as we can. Gonna get really wide. We start turning in, and the car just doesn't leave space. But I think it was also difficult for him in that moment.
the light just tapped and I rolled 6 times.
So you'll see as we turn in, the blue car in the middle of the screen is the one that we're looking for. He just doesn't react to me turning in. In fact, he goes a little bit right, but it's one of those things. I don't think it was much in it. But yeah, thank you so much for spending time with me on this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.